We took the under 11s, 12s and 13s out to 2 different tournaments in Barcelona. One was Fit Promises, which is one that's been running for about 6 or 7 years, and the other one is the International Carnival Cup, which is the sort of the big one for the, because it's the Carnival Cup, it's the Carnival over in Barcelona, so the Carnival Cup goes sort of around it, and you have Barcelona, Girona, Real Madrid, Real Betis, Valencia,
and Oxford United.
We left on Thursday morning, early in the morning. Got to Heathrow, then got to Barcelona a bit later than we thought. Then we split in Barcelona into 2 tournaments. One group went to Mataró, a town near Barcelona. The other group went a bit further away to Lloret de Mar, which is like an hour away from Barcelona. That was on Thursday. Obviously settled down, everyone to bed. Friday morning, tournament starts. So in the group that I was in, tournament started for one of the teams. We had 2 teams. Tournament starts Friday morning, and the afternoon we had games as well. That was the group stage games. Then on Saturday we finished those group stage games. In the afternoon and evening we had the knockout stages, which we all got knocked out, so that meant we had Sunday off, and then we went some sightseeing on Sunday.
The expectation was 0. The reason for doing it was it's the first time ever that the youth teams have left the UK. So what we want to do, and a big part of the academy programme, is it's the experience of getting away from home, being in a different environment, being with your teammates, and really just having everything together. So even just little things like rooming with your friends for the first time, having to do things without your parents, which for the parents was really scary. I'm sure every single one of them would tell you that. Most of them were actually over in Barcelona, not in the same hotel, but I'm sure they weren't too far away. And then it's eating right, it's recovering, because you've got 2 or 3 games in a day as well, so it's tournament football. And what we've realised as well is that a lot of the teams, so especially the Spanish teams, they play competitive football in those environments, in tournament environments. A lot, that's kind of what their games programme, whereas ours is about youth development and giving loads of minutes and different things. So even just the element of competition to what the boys are used to, it was a completely different landscape.
Yeah, the standard was very good, to be fair. The tournament that I was in, again, that was a very good tournament.
Liam de primeras, Isaac. De nuevo para Liam, se queda en el mano a mano, puede venir el gol, la cede Liam y el gol. Marca el Oxford United, la dejaba Liam para que llegara Matt. Inteligente el 11 del conjunto británico, cediéndola.
It was tough for the boys because of the competitiveness. We've spoken about it. In Spain, they're used to competing every weekend. They play at every age group. They play leagues and cups from under 9s all the way up to senior, which is something that our boys are not used to. So this experience, going out there and having that experience to compete and try and win games, and where winning does matter, it's a good experience for the boys.
Football's the same wherever you play it, but it's not. There are different systems, different styles. It's unbelievable exposure for these kids.
Yeah, it is. And we asked the boys after the 2 quarter-final games where we got knocked out, both teams, we sat down in the change room and I asked the boys, did this feel different to the Sunday games that you play there? And all the boys said yes, it did feel different, and that was the aim of travelling away and getting boys that exposure.
We took 8 staff out there for 37 kids, and yeah, I think some of the staff are going to need a couple of days off. But no, it's brilliant for them, is because what they've got over those 4 days is massive experience as well. Again, from the side of what does sort of hour to hour look like when you are away in tournaments. You know, I've been very lucky. I've done it as a player, I've done it as a coach, I've done it as a manager, but a lot of them have never been away in that environment, and you've got to look after, one, the well-being of the kid, but then you've got to look after the performance of each player on a pitch, and then as soon as you're finished, it's back to the well-being of the kid and what's the recovery and how do you do it. So a wonderful experience from start to finish.
Yeah, the coaches, again, a really good job. Jerry and George Christian were with my group, and again, a really good experience for them. George Christian, I think it's the first time he goes abroad with his coaching team, so very good experience for him. I had a good chat with him about the difference between how they do it in Spain and how they do it here, and yeah, I think he enjoyed it as well. So good experience for coaching staff.
We want to expand. This year was just about what does it actually look like from a logistic point of view, and how do we actually do it.
All the age groups are travelling to Athens in end of April, so yeah, let's see how that one goes, and I'm sure Stevie will get us travelling again next year.
At the end of this season, we'll look at, can we get from, so the 9s and 10s go to Oakham. We'll look at that. We'll look at basically from the 9s all the way through to the 18s. What does the programme look like from a tour point of view? Because what we want to do at Oxford United Football Club is get more exposure, not just for the players and the staff, but also the name going out into European competitions and starting to get more of the Oxford brand around Europe.